Last week, G4 was canceled, and we're taking over. We're the new G4, only don't call us G4 because I feel like it has a bad reputation now, so maybe we're better than G4. How about that? Also, the Bayonetta lady, she didn't get paid enough. She got really ripped off. We're talking about that here on Last Week in Games. Join us live every Monday, 3:30 Arizona time at twitch.tv/lonercast, and later on every podcast service known to man by searching Last Week in Games. What is up, boyos?
Boyos?
Welcome to Last Week in Games. My name is Jake, and today I am joined by the one and only Nick Sapon. Here he is. He's here. He's live in the studio.
Thank you.
I wish I had a soundboard for canned laughter.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't think it comes through on Discord.
Well, Nick, we took a week off. Okay, we took a week off.
We did, and we got a new studio. Look at us.
Yeah,
look at us. We're moving up in the world.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, we finally are making money.
Obviously.
Yeah,
look at this.
That's the reason G4 failed, is because they were like, we could watch G4 or we could watch Last Week in Games on the Lonercast channel, and it was pretty obvious the decision everyone made.
Yeah. I think we should get into rebranding. You at the top of the show on the intro that you just recorded.
Yeah.
I think we should call ourselves like G4.5.
Ooh, yeah.
Or like G5.
G
even.
Forever.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like
Which
that.
stands for G Forever.
We will change our names to Garrett and Gavin.
Yep.
And we will be the G's. G's
and we've got
forever.
And we've got two people off screen, Gil and Gary.
Gwendolyn.
And Gwendolyn.
Oh, and Gwendolyn too. She's there too.
And that's the 4 G's. We're G4 now. That's how that works. But yeah, we're in a new setup. I'm pretty excited about it. Right now I'm using a handheld mic. I hope one day I could get like an actual, just like a mic stand, so I don't have to, hold this. Although I feel like a stand-up comedian or something. Like, hey, I heard this one before, Hey.
Oh, okay. We could be okay. So I'm gonna completely railroad us right here.
Yeah,
but
please.
I just looked up like you need saving. Here, I'm here to help, Jake.
Thank you.
So I looked up movies that are the fourth in a series, and just to get like subtitles, right? So we could be G4 Fury Road, okay, or G4 On an Unexpected Journey.
Oh, that's good.
G4 Christmas Carol. G4 and the Goblet of Fire. G4 Ghost Protocol.
Wouldn't it be G and the Goblet of Fire? Because
no, because it's the fourth movie, right?
Right. Okay.
So then we got G4 World, like after Jurassic World. Okay, here's one. Not Star Trek 4, but okay. G4 The Voyage Home.
Oh.
After Star Trek.
Yeah.
Live Free or G4? How's that?
Yeah.
Or G4 or Die Hard.
How about G4 A Thief's End?
After? Oh, yes, I like that one. Uncharted.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
G4 A New Hope.
Or G4 The Phantom Menace, because,
That's the fourth one. I saw that too. Yeah, I saw that.
Either way you look at it.
G4 in the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, man. George Lucas really has a bad time with his fourth movie, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, G Forever Celebi, voice of the forest.
Uh, so
We'll
anyway,
figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Well,
G4 is the thing that's happened. So that's why we're talking about it. Anyway,
last
I
week
railroad us
we
up pretty hard.
we took the week off because it was your birthday. How was your birthday? What'd you do? Anything fun?
It was shit, dude.
Oh.
It was shit. Don't turn 29, my guy.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
2 months and I'm right there with you.
Well, yeah, just off yourself. You know, January, Christmas, bring a fucking gun, you know?
Yeah.
Just
the 24th
right over the Christmas tree.
I never thought I'd make it past 27, so I'm impressed already. So
yeah, you did better than some.
That's true.
You know.
That's true.
So no, it was, in all honesty, it was good. It was a lot more people reached out than I was expecting. To be fair, like, you know, I don't have Facebook anymore, but I popped on my Facebook and it was just
I don't have Facebook, but I went on Facebook.
Like, I don't have it on my phone. I have it for the messenger or whatever.
Right.
But I popped on Facebook and just the amount of love that was going out, it was like, shit, man. I didn't realize this many people cared about me, you know?
Yeah.
And it was pretty good. It was pretty good. And then I got a really great candle from one of my best buds, you know? Got Derek Zoolander as Jesus. He's doing that, like, you know, the Catholic candles, you know? I think they're Catholic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I saw my mom like messaged twice.
Oh yeah,
That was weird.
Danielle told me about that. She's like, "Hey, I don't know if I said happy birthday. I'm kind of losing my mind, but happy birthday anyway." On her own post that says happy birthday to me.
I don't know if she was like making a joke or
she's
just
fucking memeing, dude. She's fucking
gotta be
memeing.
I hope she's memeing. For the love of God, I hope she's memeing.
Oh my God, that's so good.
I saw that. I was laughing. Good. I was laughing pretty hard at that.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, so.
I gotta say, I didn't leave a post on your Facebook, and I apologize. But I did, like, I was online with you all day on your birthday. So I mean,
yeah, man. I mean, nobody in the party on my birthday was left a post. It was just people who I don't normally talk to.
We were too busy playing Destiny, you know?
We were too busy playing Destiny. We were too busy playing whatever the fuck we were playing. Probably Played Up. I think we played some Played Up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did a lot of that.
Well,
but yeah, it was good. It was good.
Since we took last week off, we're not catching up on any of that news. Fuck that news. That means that news is in the past, okay?
It's old. It's old news.
We're not talking about any of that, except for one thing. I did want to bring up one thing.
You've heard of fake news, but this is old news.
Yeah, old news. Yeah.
But now fuck the old news, because now it's last week. 2 weeks ago, that's gone and done.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, all the news was like depressing. It was like, oh, Call of Duty is like pricing out poor people and stuff, and so is Overwatch. And
Overwatch, yeah.
Like, I don't want to talk about that. That's boring. But there was one thing from the week prior that I wanted to talk about. We got the Mario movie trailer.
Yes.
What'd you think of the trailer?
I was completely underwhelmed. Wholeheartedly underwhelmed. The first time I watched it, you know, the visuals are really good. They're solid. You know, I really like the visuals. The voice acting, honestly, kind of all a miss for me. And I know that's going against it, but Jack Black, honestly, I wish he was more Jack Black.
Oh no.
Yeah. I wish he was more like, he just, I don't know. I wish he did his like, yeah, you know, and it's just a little more goofy, you know, and then especially with like Chris Pratt as Mario, he does the world's worst Brooklyn accent in this trailer.
People were saying he sounded like Linda Belcher from Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, he sure does, doesn't he? Yeah. He sure does. It's a really bad.
Mushroom
it's
Kingdom.
So bad. Here we come. But did you see the French trailer?
Oh, is it fire? I didn't see it.
Fucking fire, dude. The French guy who does who does it, solid. So like Mushroom Kingdom, here we come. You know, it was just like, holy shit, they actually understood.
I
But
saw a compilation of a bunch of different regions, and it seems like Chris Pratt's is like the lowest and most uh, on original. I don't know if that's the word. The most milk toast
lazy,
version. Yeah.
lazy. It's
Yeah.
lazy.
He's like, I'm Chris Pratt. I can do whatever.
He's just fucking phoning it in. He has no love for the game. He's just fucking pulling a paycheck, which is fine. Everybody fucking has to get paid, right? But also, it's Chris Pratt. He's gotten paid plenty of times for mediocre acting. Give the limelight to somebody else, like a fucking voice actor, maybe.
Yeah.
You know?
I
You
agree.
know?
I
Anyway.
I gotta say, the trailer when it dropped, I was like, this movie's gonna be ass. It's gonna be like Minions or whatever. Like, I'm not gonna, because it's by Illumination. I'm like, I don't give a shit about this. I liked the trailer. I'm gonna be honest with you. I liked it. I thought like the visuals looked really cool. I liked the stuff with Bowser. I like Jack Black as Bowser. He sounds like his character in the new Tenacious D album called Daddy Ding Dong. Sounds like he just straight up ripped off Daddy Ding Dong, which is great.
Okay.
I love that.
Okay.
And the rumor is he's going to be doing a song in there. Also, Keegan Michael Key I thought was really good as well. They like up pitched his voice or something.
Which one was he?
He was Toad, the mushroom guy. And the rumor is he also improvised a song that's in the movie, and I'm like, oh, there's gonna be like songs in this movie, and I'm all about it.
I hate that.
I love that.
I really hate that. The thing I will say about this trailer, in its defense, is it's a fucking short trailer.
Yeah.
Like we don't get to see.
Yeah,
We don't
exactly.
get to hear voices very well in this trailer. We don't get to see characters very well in this trailer. It is mostly visual effects, and the visual effects look pretty good.
And that's what I was gonna say about Chris Pratt too. I was like, we only heard like 3 lines out of this man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm still giving him the benefit of the doubt. I think the movie looks pretty cool. I thought the penguins look cute. I'm all about the cute penguins. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for the movie actually. But like there's so many voices that I'm waiting to hear. Like, what the fuck is Seth Rogen gonna sound like as Donkey Kong? You know? What the fuck is Anya Taylor-Joy gonna sound like as Princess Peach, you know? And if we want to talk about lazy uninspired acting choices, like I imagine both of them are just gonna be using their own voices.
Their regular voice. This movie seems like a cash grab, to be honest, with the voice acting anyway. Because you could get really good voice actors who aren't, heard, and put them in this movie and raise them up a little bit. But no, they want to sell tickets. You got to get Chris Pratt and Anya Taylor-Joy, whoever the fuck the hottest person is in anything right now. You got to put them in there.
Yeah, I think it's okay to have like a couple celebrities in there, but the whole cast is celebrities, and that's kind of lame. Although, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Like Chris Pratt, a lot of people forget he has done a lot of animated work. Like he was in those Lego movies. He was in Onward.
Yeah.
Jack Black has done full on fucking video games.
True.
Keegan Michael Key is in like every fucking Disney movie. So it's not like these people don't have experience doing voice work, and maybe they like doing voice work, and maybe they do consider themselves voice actors as well as actors. So I don't know. Yeah. I don't want to gatekeep too much. And yes, cooking for group. This is a new setup. Do you like it? Do you like it?
He likes it. He's got to like it.
He likes it. He likes it.
He likes it. It's good. I like this new setup.
It'll be better when I don't have to hold the mic. When we get some more lights in here,
Make it moody.
Based take from a bag of rocks. Appreciate that. Let's move on to the next titty. Gotham Knights will not offer a performance mode on console, and it only runs at 30 frames per second. And let's not forget that this game is only coming out on new consoles. So it's not like it's 30 frames because it's locked on the PS4 and the Xbox One. No, this is coming out on the PS5 and the Series X. Nick, thoughts?
So this isn't coming out on PC.
I bet it is coming out on PC.
Okay. Well, this game's gonna be bad. You know,
Yeah, we've
this
known
game's
this for a
gonna
while.
be really fucking bad. I had my hopes. I had my hopes. I was like, this could be something. Maybe the previews are just bad. Maybe that's what it is. But after hearing this, I feel like this is one of those games that's just gonna be it'll score like in the 60s range, I think.
Yeah.
That's what I'm predicting. I don't like it. How is that possible? Like, how can we not get 60 frames? Is this game doesn't even look that good? At least from what I've seen, it doesn't even look that good. So either the way that they're making this game is not optimized, or they just didn't put the time into it, and that sucks. What do you think? What are your thoughts?
You know what this game reminds me of? What was that? What was that Saints Row game? That wasn't Saints Row, but it was Saints Row. I always forget the name of it, but I bring it up all the time, and I can't remember.
Yeah, you bring it up all the time.
But
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
yeah, whatever. Like Sons of whatever. Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Some indie company. Yeah, that's the one. No, it was legitimately a Saints Row game, but it wasn't called Saints Row.
Yeah,
Agents of Mayhem. Was that it?
that's it.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
one.
This game reminds me of Agents of Mayhem, where it's like
Yeah.
there's no reason this game should suck, and it sucks.
Mhm.
I still want to give it like the benefit of the doubt, because it's Batman, my beloved. But and they're tackling the Court of Owls storyline, which is like my favorite storyline. But to me, they're already fucking up that storyline, because how do you tell the Court of Owls storyline without fucking Batman? Like, it's just
Right.
it's so
Yeah.
weird. But
And you're a Batman fanatic too. So
I am,
like,
and my favorite run of all time is Court of Owls. Like, I love that story. It's so good. I guess it could be interesting, like them uncovering that there's a secret league of assassins that have been running the city, and Batman's not here to take care of it or whatever. But I don't know. So story sounds dumb. Gameplay looks like a phone game. Looks like a mobile game. Just the graphics wise, like it just looks like a phone game to me.
mhm.
It's like a 4-player co-op, so it's gonna have predatory monetization. Yeah, I think this game's gonna suck on multiple fronts, and then the fact that it's stuck at 30 frames, even though it's on new consoles, is unfortunate. I don't know.
It just cements in the fact, like, just because it's stuck in 30 frames doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad game.
True. Yeah.
The fact that we've seen nothing but like mediocre gameplay and mediocre character design and mediocre dialogue just kind of cements the fact that this game is going to be mediocre all around.
Yeah, exactly.
30 frames, you're not getting anything. It's on the newest generation. Fucking Last of Us is running 60 frames plus on the PlayStation 5. Like, you got to figure it out, right?
Yeah, and that's a great point. Like, maybe they think like, well, it can run at 60, but it looks better at 30 because, sometimes it drops frames at 60, so it's better to lock it at 30. That's fine, that's fair. But when your game has nothing going for it, it's just another thing to add to the list. And I'm really hoping that the game comes out and it's a bop, and I'm totally wrong, and this game is the shit, and the only problem with it is that it only runs at 30, but the PC version is like amazing or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
But
it's fucking fantastic. Yeah.
but I have a feeling it's not going to happen. So,
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe one day, because if you remember, these are the same guys that did Arkham Origins. If you remember that game.
Yeah.
And at the time when that game came out, everyone's like, this game's stupid. It sucks. This isn't an Arkham game. And now, hindsight, everyone's kind of like, actually, it wasn't bad. It was okay. So who knows? Maybe with this game, we'll look back at it in like 10 years and be like, it wasn't that bad. Maybe that's just what this studio is good at.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I'm just trying to come at it
What?
from all angles here, you know.
No, I get you. I 100% get you, and I stand with you, brother. I stand with you. But it's hard. It is very hard for me to actually um see that happening. You know, with what they've showed, I'm not impressed.
Yeah,
And they need to impress me. You know what I'm saying? You know you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Cooking for Group in the chat asks, "Is Nick gonna sit next to you eventually? Maybe at some point."
Maybe.
He's sitting next to me now.
I am.
He's right here.
Don't you see it? I'm literally right here.
Look, I can put
We're in the same goddamn room.
my arm
It's
right
just
through him. Yeah.
There you go. It's just an optical illusion.
My arm around him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Behind his ear.
Yep.
Yeah, eventually, and like we'll probably do some streams from in here. Maybe he'll come over. We'll play like Smash Bros or something. I don't fucking know.
Oh, dude, Smash
We
Bros.
could totally game from this couch and stream it. That sounds like a fun time. You know,
It sounds like a time.
we'll do the Game Awards in here. You know, maybe E3 if there is one.
Yeah.
You know,
If there is one.
who knows?
Who knows?
And then
I surely don't.
then after that, I'll probably have to move. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I'll crush you both on fighters on stream. Oh, that'd be fun. That would be fun, actually. I would love to do that. Anyway, let's get to the news. What should we talk about first? Should we talk about Bayonetta or should we talk about G4? What sounds more interesting to you? They're both juicy, I think. I think they're both
They are
juicy.
both juicy. Let's just do the Bayonetta thing.
Yeah.
That came out first. Let's talk about that first.
All right. This comes from Alejandra Gularte at Vulture. Bayonetta voice actress says Bayonetta over alleged low wages.
Says Bayonetta, you idiot. Bayonetta voice actress says bye. Onetta. Yeah.
Fuck you, Alejandra. That's a stupid fucking title.
I think it's great, Alejandra.
Oh man, I'm actually gonna title the stream that after this. Actually, okay. If you're going to be playing the new Bayonetta 3 video game, you may notice a new voice playing the titular role. Initially explained as, quote, overlapping circumstances by game director Yusuke Miyata to Game Informer, the original voice actress Helena Taylor has come forward on Twitter to discuss why she isn't returning to the series and why she's asking fans to boycott the release. Quote, the Bayonetta franchise made an approximated $450 million, and that's not including merchandise, said Taylor. And what did they think this was worth? What did they offer to pay me? The final offer to do the whole game as a buyout flat rate was $4,000 USD. She explained she felt insulted by the alleged offer and calls for a boycott of the upcoming sequel. Quote, the amount of time I took to work on my talent and everything that I have given to this game and to the fans, I'm asking the fans to boycott this game and instead spend the money that you would have spent on this game donating to charity. She also states that she isn't afraid of a non-disclosure agreement that would have prevented her from discussing her wages online. Taylor also states that she believes the new voice actress, Jennifer Hale, quote, has no right to say she is Bayonetta. Bayonetta 3 executive director Hideki Kamiya responded subtly to the allegations on Twitter as he did not call out Taylor by name. Quote, sad and deplorable about the attitude of the untruth. That's what all I can tell now, he tweeted. Quote, by the way, beware of my rules. I don't know what that means. As of Saturday afternoon, Kamiya's Twitter account is temporarily restricted due to unusual activity after he tweeted about the claims. Vulture has reached out to Platinum Games for comment with no real comment.
No response. With no response.
Thoughts? You want to go first?
This one, I want to be the bad guy on this one. Like my gut feeling is just like, fuck this bitch. Can I bring up what Jennifer Hale has said about it on Twitter? I don't know if you saw this, but the
No.
voice
Go
actor
for it.
replacing who's voicing Bayonetta in the new game says on Twitter about Bayonetta 3, with regards to Bayonetta 3, as a longtime member of the voice community acting community, I support every actor's right to be paid well and have advocated consistency for this for years. Anyone who knows me or has followed my career will know that I have a great respect for my peers and that I'm an advocate for all members of the community. I am under an NDA and not at liberty to speak regarding this situation. My reputation speaks for itself. I sincerely ask that everyone keep in mind that this game has been created by an entire team of hardworking, dedicated people, and I hope everyone will keep an open mind about what they've created. Finally, I hope that everyone involved may resolve their differences in an amicable. That doesn't
Amicable.
sound right. Thank
Amicable.
you. And amicable and respectful way. With love and respect to you all, Jennifer Hale. Okay, going back to that with that more context. I want to be the bad guy to this. What is her name? The voice actress. What is her name? What is her name?
Helena Taylor.
Name? Thank you. That one. Elena Taylor. I have to just put this out there. What if she's a fucking bitch to work for? What if she's a goddamn bitch and they interviewed her or whatever and she's like, oh, I got this. I'm Bayonetta. I don't need to fucking try hard. I don't need to do nothing. You know, I wasn't there. I don't know if this is the truth. In my head canon, I can see it. I can see it. So, you know, they're not going to be like, no, we're not going to hire you. They're going to be like, well, if she'll do it for $4,000, I guess we'll fucking hire her and deal with this bullshit. You know, like I can't imagine somebody who's been in the video game industry and knows how video games are made and how many people it takes to make a good video game. And for her to just say, boycott this game because they fired me. Semantics. Boycott this game because they fired me. And, you know, fuck all of the people, the hundreds of people that have worked on this game because I'm pissed off. Like, it just seems kind of bitchy to me. Like, great. Yeah, you were Bayonetta for 20 years, 15 years, however long the game has been out. But, like, something happened. Like, we're not getting the whole story. I'm sure if there was no NDAs and like, I wish I could be in on some of the conversations, because then I bet you for sure somebody's like, I really don't want to work with this Helena lady. She's just so fucking mean to me, man. And their boss is like, well, fuck it. We don't have to work with her. We can pay somebody else to work, you know? And they're like, yeah, that'd be fucking baller. So I don't know, especially, oh man, it sucks. It sucks that this is happening, but she's like asking the world of, you know, 18-year-olds, oh, instead of buying this game, donate to charity. And it's like, fuck you, lady. Nobody's going to do that shit. Nobody, they'll just buy Call of Duty or whatever the fuck. If they're boycotting your game, they're not going to spend the $60 on anything but video games. And that's my soapbox. I'm getting off my soapbox now.
A bag of rocks in the chat redeemed his suggest a poll. And the poll suggestion is the OGVA probably a bitch? So I'm making this a poll right now.
Is the OGVA probably a bitch? That's fantastic.
Allow additional votes.
Excellent.
1 minute duration.
We're gonna get to the bottom of this.
Content does not meet guidelines. we'll do B word.
There you go.
Start poll. Okay. All right.
Nice.
We've got a poll up. Okay, let me go into my thoughts. I'm gonna be a little bit more tactful about it, I think.
Yes, of course.
But
You are the host, and your shit's on the line.
yes, I am Jay Leno, and
Yes.
I can't let this fail. Actually, who sits on like an open faced couch? Oh God, you know who does?
I mean, it was Conan for a while.
You know who fuck? No, Conan always had a desk.
No, there was a time where he got rid of the desk.
Oh, but then he brought it back.
And now we're going on a tangent.
But you know who does? And I don't want to be him. Maybe I need a desk. Fucking James Corden. Oh, I don't want to be James Corden. That's not good.
Well,
Anyway, Helena Taylor. Okay, I kind of agree. I feel like not that she's a bitch. I have no fucking clue. I'm not. I'm not even gonna touch that. But like,
oh, I don't either. I'm just, I'm playing.
the poll
all
ended,
sides.
and no one.
No one is man enough or woman enough.
No won the poll.
Oh.
So.
Oh, okay.
She's probably
Okay.
not a bitch. Only one person voted, but
Excellent.
I like the couch vibes, dude. It's good. I like this. But I think, yeah, I wonder. So if you look at her IMDb, I'm pretty sure I was looking at it yesterday, and
Pull it up.
I'm pretty sure the last thing she's done was Bayonetta 2,
Right.
which was like 6 years ago. Whereas, who's the person who took over for her? Something Hale, Jennifer Hale. Jennifer Hale is like big time voice actor,
Right. Mm-hmm.
They definitely paid Jennifer Hale more than $4,000.
Oh, absolutely, dude. The last thing she did was in 2014. Maybe she's just old and tired.
I don't know. Maybe she's just not like as in demand, and like I think they know that, and they're like, I think we'd rather have Jennifer Hale, so they lowballed her. The thing is, though, she is a unioned voice actor, so they offered her the lowest amount possible under union rules. So she still hit the union
guidelines,
but yeah, it's stunningly low for that. But I think they did that on purpose. I think they didn't want her back, and that sucks for her, because I'm sure she holds a Bayonetta like close to her, like it's a special thing to her, I'm sure. But to Platinum, they were like, we want to move on, probably, but they were like, if we could get you for 4,000, we'll take you for 4,000. But that being said, it is a bit of an epidemic within not just video games, but animation in general, that voice actors are incredibly underpaid and don't get what they deserve. I mean, there was the whole thing with Futurama semi-recently with John DiMaggio saying he wasn't going to come back unless they gave him a pay increase, and not just him, but the rest of the cast a pay increase. Because he felt like they weren't making enough, which is fair. I don't know. It's tough. It's a tough one to know what's for sure. One thing I really don't like that the old voice actor said is she said Jennifer Hale has no right to say she is Bayonetta.
Oh yeah.
I did not like that. Like, you shouldn't have said that. That really, I think that turned a lot of people against her. It didn't like turn me against her, but it was like, maybe don't say that. Don't like attack another voice actor. Like, she had nothing to do with your payments,
Yeah.
So like, don't go after her. I don't know.
I agree.
I think there's a lot of context here missing that we don't know. Hell, what if like in Bayonetta 3, like the game's not out yet, we don't know what happens. What if they pull like a Last of Us, but like earlier in the movie or the game, where like at the end, or not the end, but like at the beginning of the game, you start out as Bayonetta and then she fucking dies and you play as a different Bayonetta, and it's a totally different voice actor,
Could be.
And that's why they offered her such a low amount, because it's like you're just coming in for a couple lines or whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, that could be it. But if I were if I were running a company, right, and I was hiring somebody to do a job, and you go to your resume, and your last thing on your resume was that you worked at, say I work I'm at an Olive Garden, right? I'm the boss at an Olive Garden, and your resume says, oh yeah, I worked at Olive Garden almost 10 years ago. You should hire me back. And I'm like, well,
Yeah.
what have you done since then? Fucking nothing. Just been raking it in. Like you got a windfall at Olive Garden and now you need money again. Whereas, somebody else who's like, oh yeah, I've worked at Olive Garden and Rosati's and, other fucking places, TGI Fridays, Red Robin, so much shit. I'd probably hire that person. Just like, yeah, you know how the game works now. I looked up there Jennifer Hale's IMDb. She just this year is working on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 things just this year.
Yeah, Jennifer Hale is like a Troy Baker type, like she's big.
Who would you hire? Like somebody who just hasn't worked since 2014 and just raking it in, or somebody who actually knows the game and has been in it. That's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from. I don't know what she does in her life. Who knows? Maybe she does things that aren't. I have no clue. I have no idea.
I'm sure she gets some sort of royalties, right? Or maybe not. Maybe she gets.
So that's the other thing. Is Nintendo notoriously does not do that. So that's the other thing is like if it was $4,000 plus she got like royalties and stuff, maybe not a bad deal. But that's not the case because Nintendo notoriously does not do that.
Interesting.
I don't know why they don't do that. Probably because they're like we want it. It's ours.
No, they could. Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. I think there's a lot of context missing. I'm wondering if we'll ever get a statement from either Platinum or Nintendo. I doubt Nintendo will say shit. They don't care. But
I don't give a shit.
I do wonder if if we'll get something from Platinum.
I would like to know.
Yeah, just tell me like, hey, she sucked to work with and we lowballed her.
Yeah, the guys really didn't like her.
Yeah, that would probably backfire though. If you said that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I gotta figure out who like the mocap guy is or who the voice director is and see if he posted anything on Twitter or like his Facebook. Like, oh, we worked with this bitch like that's 16 years ago and fuck her.
Well, that's what Hideki Kamiya, right? He responded, but then he like deleted his Twitter or whatever, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
But that guy is also like a troll on Twitter.
Oh, well.
So
who isn't?
This dude though, he's straight up like on Twitter and he'll just block people who don't speak Japanese. Just block them and then he'll unblock them. And then he did a thing where it's like, if you donate to me, I will unblock you on Twitter. Like,
oh my God.
So
man,
he's a
bunch of winners over here.
He's a troll. And that's the other thing is like, I don't want to make any assumptions either because maybe they're shitty people and
yeah.
So I don't know.
Who knows? There are shitty people out there. There's more shitty people than there are good people, I think. It seems like.
Well, and if she's this vocal about this, maybe he's like, well, we can't trust her. Can't trust her to be around.
Could be.
I don't know.
Could be. Or if she's vocal about this, what else is she vocal about? She's just fucking stirring the pot.
Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? I don't need that kind of fucking drama in my career.
Anyway. Maybe you deserve that drama though. Not you personally, but like, the person. But maybe you also deserve the drama.
Words hurt, Jake.
All right, last piece of news here. G4. This actually like happened last night, right? Like
it was pretty much yesterday.
Just like out of the blue. I just see posts everywhere. G4 done, shut down, G4 ended, G4 canceled. And then the burst part, dude, is I go on Twitter And I see a bunch of content creators who work for G4 who are like, who see a tweet, and I see comments underneath the tweet like, wow, what a way to find out I just got fired from G4.
Yeah.
Like most of
Yeah.
these people had no fucking clue they even got fired.
Yeah, like Gerard the completionist, he had
Yeah,
no idea.
the
It was
completionist.
just like, oh great, this is how I'm finding out. Good to know. You know?
So here was the tweet that was going around, and it was posted by Deadline as well. It is a email that was sent out by the CEO of Comcast, who owns G4. It says, "Team, as you know, G4 was reintroduced last year to tap into the popularity of gaming. We invested to create the new G4 as an online and TV destination for fans to be entertained, be inspired, and connect with gaming content. Over the past several months, we worked hard to generate that interest in G4, but viewership is low and the network has not achieved sustainable financial results. This is certainly not what we hoped for. And as a result, we have made the very difficult decision to discontinue G4's operations, effective immediately. I know this is disappointing news, and I'm disappointed too. I want to thank you and everyone on the G4 team for the hard work and commitment to the network. Our human resources team is reaching out to you to provide you with support, discuss other opportunities that may be available, and answer questions you may have. Thank you again for all your hard work for G4. Sincerely, Dave Scott, Chairman and CEO, Comcast, Spectre." Spectacor? What the fuck is a Spectacor? Whatever. So yeah, that was the email that was going around online.
It wasn't even an email. It was a tweet. It was literally a tweet.
Well, that was the tweet of an email that was going around.
Oh.
Yeah. Thoughts? Yeah, you can.
That's shitty, dude. I fucking love G4. Even the new G4.
Yeah, I do too.
One of the things that I had with G4 though is it just never lined up with my schedule. Like I would try to watch their live streams and stuff like that, but I was never home at the time that they were doing it. So one of my biggest complaints with this whole announcement is like, did they even like, try a different time, mix up who's in charge, like who's the host, who's doing what, what kind of content they're putting out. Maybe they're reaching out to the wrong demographic. Did they try even advertising? Because I didn't see any of that. It was on for a year. It had its fan base, There was a couple of people on there that made the internet angry. Those people left. And it was like, okay, well, that's it. That's all we got. And it's kind of sad because some of the people I respect most are on that show. Adam Sessler, fucking god of the gaming community, right? Right, just above Jeff Keighley, I'd put him.
True.
But
icon.
He's an icon. But it's sad, man. It's sad that we can't have nice things because of Comcast. Comcast ruins everything. So, and it did not seem like they tried anything. I would have loved to be on the cast of G4. Would have loved to sit with like Kevin Pereira, and the other guys and the other guys.
Yeah, I mean, there's already been a few people that have come out, like Kevin Pereira, and a couple of the hosts have announced that they're doing like a weekly podcast together, and they're moving full time to do that and stuff. So that's good. But I smelt the writing on the wall for this for a while. I feel like maybe it was a month or two ago. I can't remember if we talked about it on this show or not. We maybe didn't. But G4 let go like half of their staff.
Oh yeah.
About like a month or two ago, and I was like, oh yeah, it's coming to an end. I knew it. I knew it then. The really annoying thing, dude, is everyone's gonna blame this on Frosk, who was like the person who did the rant about like sexism in gaming or whatever. It's like, first of all, I mean, if you're offended by that, like grow up. Second of all, that's totally not the reason the shit's shutting down. And she also was part of the let goes like a month ago or whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but I never really had an issue with her rant. I was like, yeah, there is sexism in gaming, whatever. Um, but I think the real issue is kind of what you're saying. Um, my issue was like when they announced G4 was coming back, I'm like, yes, some like well produced shows. Let's go. That never happened with G4. It was never well produced. They just
No.
spent a lot of money on some really shitty fucking live streams. I
Yeah.
don't know why they went the live stream route. It should
Yeah.
have been. I mean, you can live stream Attack of the Show, like it's a live show,
Mm-hmm.
but do it like a live show, not like a
Right.
live stream, you know?
Right. Right.
And
Yeah.
that was the problem. They announced when they first announced G4, they announced all these people like the completionist and Code Miko and Kasim and all these people. I was like so excited that they were coming on. Like I love all these content creators. But instead of like giving them all their own shows to go on to G4, they just created this like 3.5 hour long version of Attack of the Show that never felt like Attack of the Show. And
Right.
it was like, what the fuck is this? Like, what the fuck am I
Yeah.
even watching? Why would I want to sit here for 3.5 hours? You
Yeah.
should have given each of these people their own shows. Like the few things that I really liked on G4 was like Hey Donna, which was Will Neff had a show where
Will Neff. Yeah.
he played this character called Donna, and it was like Love Line, but it was his own show, and they did it like a live stream. They should have
Right.
done more of that. And if you go to their G4 channel, that's the show with the most views. It's still low. It's still like 30K. Most of the other shows though had like 1.2K, and that's
Yeah.
really fucking low.
Well, you get like address the cess. I forget what they called it on this one, where it's just Adam Sessler and he's talking about he's made like this whole report of like an old game or a new game that came out and his thoughts on it. Like he did a Fallout one that I watched and I thought that was really interesting. Whatever that was really engaging and like it was produced well. But then you get shit like I don't know, with where they're just like talking to cameras and making fart jokes, to a live stream. And that's not what I want when I want a G4. But that's all we got the whole time was like it was either a really good video that came out or a really subpar live stream clip. And it was I didn't watch that. Like
that was the other issue I had with it. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
The other issue I had with G4 was they leaned heavy into streamer creators. Like they had Will Neff, who I like Will Neff, but they also had like Cutie Cinderella. And like, don't get me wrong, I like these people, but like this is all the people they had on G4. It was like Cutie Cinderella, it was Will Neff, it was Minx, it was, all of these fucking streamers and stuff. It's like, I thought this was a gaming thing. Like most of these guys are like IRL streamers. Like they don't even game. Like G4 to me should have been more like, yeah, the Sessler stuff. You should have, teamed up with more people like the Completionist or who they teamed up with, or more people like Scott the Woz, which I don't know if you ever went to the G4 television network ever. Like the actual channel on television. Did you?
No, I didn't have cable or whatnot.
So at my work has cable, so I was able to check it out a couple times. And literally all they played on there, it wasn't Cops. It was Scott the Woz videos. That's all they played, was just Scott the Woz videos, which I love Scott the Woz, and I think they knew everyone likes Scott the Woz, but that's because they didn't make good content besides that. All they made were these shitty live streams that were like that had no direction or your
structure. It was like our show,
Only
like our show.
I feel like
our show has structure, and
I feel
it
like
comes
our
together.
show has more structure than theirs did.
Well, yeah, some of them for sure. Attack of the Show was pretty structured, to be fair. Attack of the Show, it was long, but it had structure. Whereas their other live streams, I felt like they didn't have any structure.
Yeah.
It was just two people sitting in front of a camera saying, "Oh, we're late, blah blah blah. We all got McDonald's. Yeah,
Right.
McDonald. Who likes McDonald's? Like, fuck, dude.
Like there was no meetings beforehand and stuff.
Yeah,
And like even for us, like, you know, we have this gaming show where we have a document. This is the game stuff that we talk about. But then we have another show where we talk about, you know, we do a spoiler cast where we talk about movies and stuff. It's structured out, and I try to make it make sense to like, here's what you find. But for them, they just put it all under the banner of Attack of the Show. And it was just so confusing to have this like 3.5 hour live stream that it's just like, what the fuck is this?
what is going on? Yeah.
So that was my problem with it. And I just fucking hate that now it's like the Dude Bros won because they're going to keep blaming it like go woke, go broke. And that has nothing to do with that, what happened.
Well, if you go to that video of like Frost telling off sexist people, all of the comments, I was reading all the comments last night, all of them are like, wow, this bitch doesn't know what she's talking about. She single-handedly like destroyed everything and made everybody lose their jobs. I stopped watching because of this. And it's just like, man, like you're probably right. They're honestly probably right. Because who fucking watches video game shows? Teenagers, fucking hormone-induced, internal.
Yeah, I just don't think one thing that Frost said is gonna ruin the entire network.
No, yeah, for sure.
Just not.
But it's those kind of people that are watching. So
maybe, but like you could then try to make a better audience. It's totally possible to do. With the banner of G4, like you fucked up so hard. And
you know what was really dumb about that though? When with Frost's video, she put that out, right? And she's like, "Oh, stop being so sexist. G4 does not stand with these people that hate everybody who doesn't look good." Like the next week or the next month on Attack of the Show, they had Amaranth fucking in a bikini in a kiddie pool. It's like, yeah, that's the fucking content that people want.
I mean, but like those things, I don't know, are unrelated to each other.
It's just, I don't think so. It's just weird to be like, this is how G4 is.
No.
This is what we believe, and then do something completely that says the opposite.
Here's the thing. I think you can have a person who is like, I am a sex, like, I mean, Amaranth is a sex worker. Like, that's her job. And like, you can have a person like that, but not expect Frost to be that person. Because that's not who she is.
Right.
Like, you don't expect Kasim G to be a sex icon. I mean, well, that's a bad example.
That's a bad example.
But, you don't expect
Pretty
Adam Sessler to come out.
I don't know, man.
In a fucking bikini.
Man. I do. I would.
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe
I understood what she was saying. Like, we put too much on like, that's Amaranth's thing. And if that's your thing, that's totally valid. But also, you're right on one point that having Amaranth on is like exactly my point though, where they were just really trying to buy into the Twitch culture instead of the gaming culture.
Right.
So, which, there is overlap there, and you could have Amaranth on one of those shows as a guest or whatever, but like, that's all they ever had on. I never saw like an interview with like a game developer. They never had like Phil Spencer on or anything. Like, no, why not? Like, you're fucking G4. Like, have
do
Phil
some
Spencer
interviews. Go somewhere. But they only had a year.
Yeah, well, and that's what I hear is like a lot of the creators were fighting for like what I was just saying, but Comcast was like, no, this is the way. This is what's big is these long live streams. But
yeah.
What are you gonna do?
They didn't try anything, and that's the problem. That's the biggest problem. You gotta try something. And look at us. We're trying something. We've changed up. We're now.
We don't have the benefit of, being G4.
Yeah. That name.
If I had the name and the funds that go along.
Yeah.
And like Comcast, I'd have billboards everywhere. And like,
if it was our job to do that. If it was our day job to do this fucking thing, it would be so much better. If we made money doing this, it would, but we don't. So this is what you get.
What we're saying is you should donate.
Yes.
You should subscribe on twitch.tv/loadedcast is what we're saying. Uh, I don't know. Anyway, speaking of trying things, Nick, what you been playing, bro?
Fucking nothing, dude. I
Nice.
haven't had the time. I fucking Destiny 2, uh Splatoon 3 a little bit, uh TFT a little bit, played up a little bit. You know, it's been a lull. I'm kind of waiting for the Call of Duty thing to come around.
Hmm. There's a lot of games coming out, dude.
Oh man.
Very
Oh
exciting.
man. It's an exciting time. It really is. What have you
There's,
been playing? What have you been up to?
I've actually played quite a bit over the past week. I've played quite a bit of Chivalry 2, actually.
Oh, yes.
And it's really fun. It's really a fun game. It's jank, but like
Okay.
on purpose, I think.
On purpose.
The hitboxes are nonsensical. People
Okay.
just screaming and yelling is very annoying. I love it. It's great.
That
uh,
sounds
the vi-
not like my game.
the vibes are immaculate when you're playing the game. It's just like this is the kind of online game I want, where it's just like nonsense. People don't take it too seriously. It's just fun to play. People take online games very seriously now, and it's very
Mhm.
annoying. And it's nice to play a game where no one is taking Chivalry seriously. It's just a fun game to play with the homies. And I have had a fun time playing with the homies, slicing people's heads off and slicing and dicing and poking people with my halbert. You know,
Nice.
it's been a good time.
Nice.
I've enjoyed
Good.
it.
Cool.
But that's about it.
Okay.
We got some recent reviews here via OpenCritic. Um, and Nick, while I do that, can you do me a favor?
Yes.
Can you go to uh, upcoming games? That would be a huge win for
Yep.
us.
Yep. You got
uh,
it.
recent.
Holy shit. What are these games? I want these. Waifu Discovered 2 Medieval Fantasy comes out on the Nintendo Switch. And also Perky Little Things. It looks like a game about boobs, also the Nintendo Switch. That's the first two things that pop up on Google when I search upcoming games. I just want you to know that.
I love that.
Right?
I love that.
That's fucking great. I'm going to have to come back to that
There
page.
should be a full list on like Game Informer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 Yeah.
Okay, recent reviews via OpenCritic. A Plague Tale Requiem got an 83 from 83 critic reviews. Scorn, which this one is sad because people were really excited for Scorn, but Scorn got a 71 from 52 critic reviews.
Wow.
That's pretty bad. Mario
Ouch.
Rabbids Sparks of Hope got an 85 from 61 critic reviews. Very excited for that game. Lego Brick Tales got a 74 from 45 critic reviews. And Overwatch 2 got a 78 from 59 critic reviews. Nick, do you got these things?
I just threw them in there. Just threw them in there, baby.
Sick. Isn't Sparks of Hope this week too?
Should be on there. It's right there. Yeah.
Oh.
You just got to keep going, my guy. There's a lot of releases.
Okay. Here we go. Potionomics comes to PC October 17th. Against the Storm comes to PC October 18th. A Plague Tale Requiem comes to everything, all the new systems and PC, including Switch, October 18th. Marvel Snap comes to iOS, awesome. Android, and PC October 18th.
That game also looks good.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that, and I'm excited to play it tomorrow. I'm going to download that.
Yeah. Yep.
Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed comes to everything except for the Switch on October 25th and October 18th. Both things, I guess.
I guess so.
Both things.
I don't know what that means.
It comes to both things. Batora Lost Haven comes to everything except for the Switch. On October 20th. Jackbox Party Pack number 9 comes to everything, including
look at the last two
Stadia.
Things. Oh wow!
I think that's inaccurate.
I think that's inaccurate as well. And Luna.
Luna still exists, but I don't think it's coming to Stadia. On October 20th. Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Very excited. We'll be doing a stream on Thursday for that on October 20th. Phantom Abyss comes to PC and Xbox.
No date, apparently.
No date. Vampire Survivor gets a full release on October 20th. We've been playing a bunch of that too. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
Been playing
It's not even out yet. I thought it was out already.
It's like a pre-alpha build or a beta build, you know.
Wow. Okay.
So, yeah, it's very fun. Very fun. Mindless game.
Oh, yes.
You sit there and you start drooling because it's just so mindless, but it's fun. New Tales from the Borderland comes to everything. October 21st. Persona 5 Royal comes to the Switch on October 21st, as well as everything else. Well, Xbox and PC, October 21st, because it's already out on PlayStation. And Gotham Knights comes out on October 21st. What a week. What a fucking week for games, dude. Go buy some.
Weird. Fucking pace yourself, because it's gonna get crazy. These next few weeks are gonna be crazy.
I know.
I'm excited. I'm excited for a Plague Tale, not for myself, but for the lady friend. Marvel Snap, so that I have something to do when I'm at work and I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Jackbox Party Pack. I didn't know they were releasing another one, so I'm kind of excited to see what that is. Mario Sparks of Hope looks good as well.
I pre-ordered it. It's ready to go.
And Gotham Knights, I'm excited to see how much of a shit show that game is.
I hope someone streams it so I can watch it.
Yeah.
I don't want to buy it. Anyway, that's been the show. Thanks for stopping by. I've been Jay Leno. I'll
play myself out.
Joined here by Andy Richter. We're gonna have him walk off. See you later.
Hello.
And make sure you check out our other Loner Cast shows. We got the Spoiler Cast. We're doing a Spoiler Cast for She-Hulk right now. If you're with us live, we're going to do that. So stick around if you're watching live. If not, you can find it on the YouTube channel, and you can find that by looking up Loadercast on podcast services. You can find this show by looking up Last Week in Games on podcast services. Watch us live, twitch.tv/Loadercast. Watch us live on YouTube as well. Follow us on Twitter at Loadercast1. Follow me live. Follow me on Twitter at emergencypizza_, and follow Nick on Twitter at fatal_microwave. And with that, love your mothers.
All of them.
Who said that? He came back?